from the heart of Florida's great Northwest. It's radio. Indeed it is. This is Pat Crawford, hoping you'll stay with us for some music and conversation here at our stage studio located in the Museum of Commerce in the historic Pensacola Village. We have another great program for you tonight. We have another great audience. Give yourselves a big hand. Awesome. This is sort of a bonus show again tonight. We have, instead of our 3 artists, our acts, we have 4 for you this evening. So it's going to be a really packed show with some fantastic talent. You all are going to really enjoy this. We're going to begin with a friend we've had on several times before. Originally from the UK, Callaghan moved to the US in 2010 to tour and record with Grammy-nominated artist Sean Mullins. It was around that time that I had the pleasure to meet her at the 38 Songwriters Festival and then invited her on this program. Since then, she's been a headliner in multiple cities across the United States and the UK. In fact, they just returned from her homeland about 2 days ago from a tour there. After spending 4 years in Nashville recording her second studio album, A History of Now, the latest chapter of her journey has taken her to Los Angeles to record a series of EPs, which are now on a compilation CD that you have here tonight, which I think you all are the first ones to be exposed to this new CD. Tonight she's joined by Vanessa Olivares, singer-songwriter, and one half of the duo Granville Automatic, another artist I had the pleasure of meeting at the 38 Festival. Please join me in welcoming them.
Everything you are, everything you do makes me calm down. Thinking of you, I'm lost in your love. I could drown in your eyes, can't get close enough to feel your body next to mine. Wanna breathe you in, every inch of your skin. Forget where I am, where you begin. I surrender it all to feel this way. When you look my way, when your hand touches mine, just for that moment, I am floating in time, and I can't survive another night away from you. It's all I can do. It's all I can do. Skin. Forget where I I surrender it all to feel this way again. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. It's so lovely to be back here. Yeah, I have just returned back from the UK. I got back the day before yesterday, and ooh, it's good to feel the sunshine again. I was in the UK for a month, and I think we had about 2.5 days of sunshine. That was the summer. So, but it's always great to come back here and soak up the sun. This next song is one from my last studio album, and this kind of really sums up the whole feeling of adventure and, you know, life on the road, never knowing what's coming next. It's called Crazy Beautiful Life. Here we are, you and me, and we got nothing to do. Perfect day, shining all around us. Sky's never been so blue. Here we go, walking on sunshine, every step taking our sweet time. All we got is all we need in this unpredictable, crazy, beautiful life. Ooh, crazy, beautiful life. Seems to be life gets a little faster every day. I want to slow it down and breathe it in, make it last, make it stay. Here we go, walking on sunshine, every step is taking us sweet time. All we got is all we need in this unpredictable, crazy, beautiful life. Ooh, here we go, walking on sunshine, every step taking our sweet time. All we got is all we need in this unpredictable, crazy, beautiful life. Nothing gonna get in our way now. Whatever comes, we'll get by somehow. All we got is all we need in this unpredictable. Why not risk it all? Heartbreakingly sad and wonderful, crazy, beautiful life. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. you so much. Well, this next song I'm going to play for you is also off that album, and this song came about after a conversation I had with a friend of mine when I first moved to the US. She was an 85-year-old friend of mine who I met when I moved to Atlanta 8 years ago. And she had grown up in New York, and she would tell me all these amazing stories about New York in the 40s and 50s and how glamorous it all sounded. And anyway, one night she told me about the very first time that she fell in love when she was 17. And she thought they would end up together, and for whatever reason they didn't. Kind of both went their separate ways and married different people. And she said even though she'd gone on to have a very happy marriage herself, she'd never forgotten that boy and never forgotten the feeling of falling in love for the first time. And this was almost 70 years later. She was telling me it, you know, and she said she could just close her eyes and be right back in New York in her mind, and she still felt 17. So she inspired this next song. It's called When You Loved Me. When you loved me, I was alive in every moment. The moment played out like a movie scene. When you loved me, I had everything I wanted. Reality was sweeter than the dream. You loved me. Everything was simple then. My heart was virgin pure. When you're that young and innocent, it's easy to be sure. God, I believed how beautiful life could be when you loved me. I was alive in every moment. The moment played out like a movie scene. When you loved me, I had everything I wanted. Reality was sweeter than the dream. When you loved me. Maybe in another world, maybe in another time, if we met tomorrow, you would still be mine. When you left me, I was alive in every moment. The moment played out like a movie scene. When you loved me, I had everything I wanted.
Callaghan. Callaghan will be back with us in the second half of the program. The program is Radio Live, coming to you live this evening from the Museum of Commerce in the Pensacola Historic Village and broadcast on WUWF 88.1 FM. Our next guest this evening, this is his first time on Radio Live, so, I've told him what fantastic audience you are, and you guys are living up to it so far tonight, so this is good. Keep it up. Raised in Brooklyn, Ben de la Cour was playing New York City dive bars with his brother a full decade before he could legally drink. At the tender age of 19, he spent a year in Havana training with members of the Cuban national boxing team before moving to London with his brother to revive their doom metal band Dead Man's Root. Following a short stint in Los Angeles where he released Under a Wasted Moon, which BBC Radio dubbed as brilliant, Ben landed in New Orleans where he recorded Ghostlight, which received rave reviews, with one journalist dubbing him a vitriolic Leonard Cohen. From there, it was on to Nashville and his third critically acclaimed release, Midnight in Havana, in 2016. That same year, he won the prestigious New Folk competition at the Kerrville Folk Festival. Just last month, Ben released The High Cost of Living Strange, an album of his self-proclaimed American noir style, weaving complex, mysterious, and sometimes shocking storylines with a unique blend of instrumental backing and the occasional glimpse of gallows humor. Please welcome Ben de la Cour.
All right. I'm going to start off with a song about my imaginary uncle, Uncle Boudreaux. I can only talk to Uncle Boudreaux when I've been imbibing large quantities of NyQuil. It's like a magic sauce for that guy. Anyway. Uncle Boudreaux went to Texas long before he crossed that Beaumont line. He'd seen those dusty highways rolling through the shadows of his mind. He sang them old hill country songs he learned at the church of the Zenith radio. Uncle Boudreaux went to Texas, and he might be there still for all I know. Born and raised in Louisiana, he said it never felt too much like home. I guess home is hard to find when you can't find a thing to make your own. He worked at the refinery, he drank Dixie beer and he smoked those old Pall Malls. Cause a little trouble now and then, but then again, haven't we all? Some folks never figure out where home ends and the whole wide world begins. Face pressed up against the window looking in. Me, I like sitting in the light, watching Uncle Boudreaux sing his way to Texas every night. He played me those old Waylon songs and he screwed his eyes shut tight with every line. He swore he met Townes Van Zandt outside a bar in Houston this one time. I always did believe him. My daddy told me that he was full of shit. He said the closest Boudreaux ever got to Texas was Willie's greatest hits. Some folks never figure out where home ends and the whole wide world begins. Face pressed up against the window, looking in. Me, I like sitting in the light, watching Uncle Boudreaux sing his way to Texas every night. I've got a faded photograph of a young man smiling, frozen in his prime. That's all Boudreaux left behind. Signed, Cactus Cafe, Austin, 1989. Some folks never figure out where home ends and the whole wide world begins. Face pressed up against the window, looking in. Me, I like sitting in the light, watching Uncle Boudreaux sing his way to Texas every night. All right, thank you. This old town's been flatlined now for close on 30 years, and the last to see it coming were the folks who live round here. Creek caught fire again last week. The farms have all shut down. It's gonna be another hard winter in this company town. Some went under slowly, waiting on the weather to change. Some, like Uncle Charlie, found they couldn't take the strain. He pulled up to the bank one Sunday morning in the pouring rain, scrawled, "I'm sorry," on a Wendy's bag and put a bullet in his brain. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. There's a sinkhole past the cornfield that sucks the good ones in. Man, I know it's there, 'cause when folks leave, we never see 'em round here again. Now it's hollow-eyed and coyote-faced strangers at the gates, driving brand-new pickup trucks with out-of-state license plates. We're scratching out a living, trying to stay above the ground, but you work with what you're given in a company town. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. Yonder on the highway, in some old hand-me-down suit, walks a dream, ground to dust beneath the heel of a rich man's boot. Money bought the farms, money bought the meth, but it won't bring back the good old days or take that bullet out of Charlie's head. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. In a company town, in a company town, we're all living in a company town. In a company town. Thank you. Let me just tune up real quick. Good enough for folk music. Man, I don't know. Out of all the songs I've written, this one's definitely one of them. I've been turned around, I've been turned loose. I've been beaten up, broken down yesterday's news. Hit the highway, took the low road too, but I never seen anything quite like you. I seen a heart breaking like a summer storm. I saw the Cadillac moon, it just made me young. When I'm with you, babe, it's all brand new. But no, I've never seen anything quite like you. I've been so many people, now my back's against the wall. I just want to be the one who loves you best of all. I drank enough brown liquor to make a man burst. I never ever met a problem that I couldn't make worse. Tough times don't last, but tough folk do. And I never met anyone tougher than you. I've been so many people, now my back's against the wall. I just wanna be the one who loves you best of all. Thanks, y'all.
I'll come back and we'll get darker on the next.
Thanks, Ben. Ben de la Cour. He will also be back with us in the second half of the program. Support for Radio Live comes from Synovus Bank, the bank of here, helping people turn their ideas into business realities. Information is available online at synovus.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. All right. Joining me now is an old friend to Radio Live, been on many, many times.
Not that old.
No, well, Beth Wood is a modern-day troubadour who has spent the last 20 years writing, creating, and touring full-time, delighting and inspiring audiences, and this audience knows her well. Her songwriting skills have been recognized by the prestigious Kerrville New Folk Award, the Sisters Folk Festival Dave Carter Memorial Songwriting Award, the Billboard World Song Contest, and many more. In addition to the 10 albums she's recorded, she has published 2 books of poetry, teaches voice, and leads workshops at festivals and retreats. The Washington Post summed it up best in a review of her work, saying, Beth Wood is a musical triple threat, a thoughtful songwriter and talented multi-instrumentalist with a supple, soulful voice. Please welcome Beth Wood.
"22 years in a single wide trailer, just about enough for a wide-eyed soul. She burned up her dreams and it smelled like failure. Now she's burning up the miles where the rubber meets the road. Nobody says it, nobody tells you. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Well, everybody knows it. I'm gonna say it. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. 4 times he circled around the block, couldn't find the courage just to walk on in. He saw her every day at the same coffee shop. When she flashed that smile, he went into a tailspin. Nobody says it, nobody tells you. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Well, everybody knows it. I'm gonna say it. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Day you learn a dream is just an idea with wings, until you close your eyes and decide to fly that thing. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 33 minutes till the stroke of midnight. We thought this damn year was gonna kill us all. We gotta stare down the darkness just to get back to the light. Yeah. And everything good is gonna come the hard way. Well, everybody knows it. Why don't we say it? Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Nobody says it, nobody tells you. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Well, everybody knows it. I'm gonna say it. Everything good is gonna come the hard. Everything good is gonna come the hard. Everything good is gonna come the hard way. Hey, yeah. you so much. What a pleasure it is to be back. I think my first time here was 1998. I was 12 years old, so it was a really cool, special deal to get out of school and everything. So I'm going to do a song on this beautiful piano here behind me. Because it's here and it's beautiful. Yes. So this song was inspired by a big glass jar that used to sit on my grandparents' porch. And I never knew what it was there for, so I just made this story up. Wide-mouthed jar full of wishes, sitting out on the front porch in the rain. It's held many things, fireflies and goldfishes. But when will it hold wishes again? Push pins, thumbtacks, and rusty nails, cloudy old grease from her frying pan. Oh, wide-mouthed jar, long forgotten, holds just as much as your dreaming can. Wide-mouthed jar full of wishes, used to sit in his room by the model airplanes. Bedtime stories and goodnight kisses. A mother and father tucked a little boy in. Then they'd each make a wish, place it in the jar. Until it filled up, they'd start over again. Oh, wide-mouthed jar, long forgotten, holds just as much as your dreaming can. Baseballs, dinosaurs, and magic tricks, trophies, marbles, and pick-up sticks, a box full of memories that she fixed just for him, just for him. Two rocking chairs sit there empty, the last of the distant relatives has gone. A house that has stood for more than a century. A little boy turned to a man has come home. Now he stands on the porch listening to the rain. Newborn baby in his arms staring up at him. Oh, wide-mouthed jar, long forgotten, the time has come for wishing again. Yes, the time has come for wishing again. I was hoping y'all would be willing to step outside of the box with me for just a few minutes tonight. I'm super excited. I just put out my second book of poetry. And woo, poetry, yeah! I've been a closet poet my whole life, even before I was a songwriter, and I always dreamed of having a poetry book. So I'd like to share a poem with y'all, if that's okay. Yay! So the cool thing about this is the only thing that's lower on the totem pole of commercial potential than folk singer is poet. So don't worry, Mom and Dad. So on that note, I would like to share a poem with you called Retirement Plan. To have next to nothing is a relief at times, laughable at others. Things don't matter, people do, my grandmother would say, followed by, if I can't eat it, drink it, or rub it on, I don't want it. Amen. A hallelujah chorus running 3 generations back. Even from a rusty old chair on her dusty tumbleweed front porch, she knew if things do not serve us, we serve them. It's tricky that way, which is why I invest only in books of poetry now. Not the stock market, not the future. Only one of these is real. Thank you. Thanks for letting me geek out for just a few minutes on poetry. I'm going to do a real short little song. I'm excited. Every folk singer needs a train song, and I finally got my train song. The way back is long and winding, like a snake out in the sun. A cold hard fact is hard to find it when you think the end has come. And it's such a shame, 'cause love called our names, and we'll never get it back. We let it slip off the track. Ooh, ooh. With no memory, no trace, we have stood upon the quicksand in a desperate embrace. And it's such a shame, 'cause love called our names, and we'll never get it back. We let it slip off the track. Ooh, ooh. Railroad bridge across the canyon, cutting through the desert air. A black coal train took us for ransom when we let it tumble there. And it's such a shame, 'cause love called our names, and we'll never get it back. We let it slip off, and it's such a shame, 'cause love called our names, and we'll never get it back. We let it slip off the track. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Beth Wood. She, too, will be back with us in the second half of the program. Support for this program comes from Peden Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical, a family-operated company serving commercial and residential customers since 1969. From heating and air conditioning to plumbing and electrical projects, Peden offers 24-hour service. Learn more online at peden.com. This program is also made possible by the RadioLive 25, those fearless individuals who stepped up to the plate and brought this thing back from the dead. And you know who you are, and we thank you for that. Thank you so much. Very excited about this next group that I have up here. I had the pleasure to hear them at a house concert a while back, and Lindsay Myers, and was excited to get them to come back and be on Radio Live. The Arcadian Wild began when 3 choir kids from Lipscomb University in Nashville got together after class to jam for the afternoon. 4 years, 1 album, 4 singles, scores of shows, a few million digital streams and downloads, and about 2,000 miles later, the band consists of guitarist Isaac Horn, mandolinist Lincoln Mick, and fiddler Michaela Nessler. All 3 members contribute as songwriters, vocalists, and players, and the band explores a unique acoustic sound, one simultaneously unified and diverse. Inspired by artists who seek to blend folk and formal music, the Arcadian Wild offers up songs of invitation. Calls to come to see, to find refuge and rest, or to journey and wonder. Please join me in welcoming the Arcadian Wild.
Silence is a stranger that I've never let inside. I hear him knocking, but I do not dare reply. God knows what he would say if I opened up my door. I'll keep up this clamor so he can't tell me the score. Solitude's an old friend from the other side of town. When he comes across the river, I pretend I'm not around. His voice brings me comfort, and his counsel's always wise. I can't stand to face the disappointment in his eyes. Suffering my mother, she has loved me since my youth. Never have I wondered if her teaching wasn't true. When she speaks, she whispers gently, never does she shout. Sometimes when I'm weary, it feels good to drown her out. Too holy for my unclean lips. She told me she loved me, but I ran away in hate. I'm convinced she'd do the same if she saw beneath my skin. not to notice there's an arrowhead underneath each of our noses. If we got out of our own heads. And she said, make sure you look to where you step. Pretend to see, not to notice there's an arrowhead.
This is only our second time to Pensacola, but it's already starting to feel like home. Thank you for that.
Good enough for folk music, right? Isn't that- right?
I'm being followed by the rain clouds. My clothes are soaking up the pain that keeps pouring down. Too much more and I may drown. I'm being followed by the night sky. It stole away my sight. It seems I have lost my way. I need someone to be my guide. Listen to my voice. Close your frightened eyes, hide behind my love for you. Fear's only a choice, one that we all must make someday. So no, you're not alone in this.
I'm being frightened by the people. They look at me like I'm a scar upon their perfect skin. Perfect to only them. And I'm being shadowed by my past, reminding me of what I was and what I could become. A lesson should stay where they belong.
Listen to my voice. Close your frightened eyes, hide behind my love for you. This fear's only a choice, one that we all must make someday. So no, you're not alone in this. I'm sick and tired of these rain clouds.
They cover up the morning sun I so desperately see. Just one tiny glimpse is all I need. A spark of hope is what I'm after. A single day with cloudless skies would surely make a change. A friend whispering it'll be alright.
Listen to my voice. Close your fighting eyes, hide behind my love for you. This fear's only a choice, one that we all must make someday. Listen to my voice. Close your fighting eyes, hide behind my love for you. This fear's only a choice, one that we all must make someday. So know you're not alone in this.
Isaac, Mac, and Michaela, the Arcadian Wild, and they will be back too. Are you having a good time? Oh, yeah. How could you not be having a good time tonight? Oh, we still got a lot of good stuff to go, but audience, I got to tell you, you're doing a great job. You're carrying your part of the show, which is very important. We're feeling the love up here on the stage, and that's very, very important indeed. So we're going to keep things rolling along right now. We've got Callaghan and Vanessa up here again, and going to enjoy another set of their music. All right.
Well, hello again. Hello. I don't think this is on. Hello. All right. Well, this one is off my series of EPs, and as you heard, we do have their full album tonight. And this song has a little bit of an audience participation aspect to it, if you're all up for that. So it's pretty complicated. In the chorus, when I sing "Better Together," you guys just have to sing "Better Together." That's it, okay? Plus, if anybody here is a secret genius whistler, then this is the song to really shine on, okay? Storm clouds, rainbows, it takes one to know one, each day as it comes, your way, my way, we'll meet in the middle, make it work, baby. We all glad, I'm glad. We all sad, I'm sad. We're better together. When you cry, I cry. When you laugh, so do I. We're better together. Better together. Rough road, wrong turns, all in good time. We're gonna get there. Miracles, wonders out there waiting for us. We all high, I am high. We all blue, I am too. We're better together. When you shoulder. Love was made for you and me. Very nice. Two hearts beat as one. I can imagine this world without you. We are glad, I'm glad. We are sad, I'm sad. We are high, it makes me high. When you laugh, so do I. We're better together. Better together. Better together. Better together. Thank you.
I'm gonna take my job.
Yeah, do you all want to come on the rest of the tour with us?
Don't take my job, I'll cut you.
Well, this next song is also one that I wrote with the same guy that I wrote Better Together with. It's a wonderful songwriter in LA called Jeff Silber, and we've written quite a few together for the new album. This song is called Skin on Skin, and it's all about kind of not losing that connection, the face-to-face connection that is sometimes easy to lose in this world of technology. Kind of like what we're doing right now. I see you in pictures on the screen. Is your whole world as perfect as it seems? I wanna reach out, I wanna pull you in, human to human, skin on skin. I'm right here, but you're so far away. While your every move is on display, I wanna feel your heartbeat, I wanna breathe you in, person to person, skin on skin. Seems this world is getting colder, we're all so far apart. We're spinning our wheels but getting nowhere, afraid to know who we really are. If by chance you feel the way I feel, and if you find you long for something real, all you have to do is reach out and pull me in, heart to heart, skin on skin, human to human, skin on skin. Thank you. Well, this last song was a lot of fun to record in the studio in LA because the producers that I was working with were talking about having a gospel choir on it, which is something that I had never done before. And actually, the new music had a lot of firsts for me. There's a gospel choir, there's a brass section, and a 30-piece orchestra on some of the songs as well. But this song is one called I should say, this song is a very hopeful song about finding the strength inside you, even though sometimes you don't know where to find it from, and kind of love giving you that strength to get through anything. But the title is "The End of the World." So. Can you hear me? Hear me call? Are you there, love? You see it all. We will fight, love, see it through. Hold on to me. Hold on to you. Let it all disappear. Love will always be right here. Behind the door, love, we fall apart. Fall into my arms, love, I will shelter your heart. See the sun, love, we see the sun. I know the day will come when it all disappears. Love will always be right here. When it feels like the end of the world, when it feels like the end of the world, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let it all disappear. Love will always be right here. Let it all disappear. Love will always be right here. you.
Thank you, ladies. Callaghan and Vanessa Alvarez. All right. Just a reminder, all the artists tonight have music for sale at our merchandise table over to my left. It's a chance to take them home with you tonight if you like what you're hearing. And it's also a great thing for them because being a performing singer-songwriter on the road as many days of the year as they are, it's a tough road to go, and this is how they make their living. And so we like to support them not only by having them play for us, but also by buying their music. So please check out all their merchandise over there on the table before you leave tonight, and you'll be able to have something to remember the show by as well. It'll be awesome. Speaking of awesome, once again, Ben de la Cour.
All right. My guitar is even in tune this time. You guys get the presidential treatment. All right, well, I'm gonna start it off light. You know, this is a nice, so bright outside. So here's a song about methamphetamines. Got Dixie crystals running through my brain. I'm doing 135 in the passing lane. Shaking hands, white knuckle blood on the wheel. I've been running on fumes since I left Mobile. But I don't feel nothing, don't feel no pain. I got these girls running through my brain. Cousin Donnie's on the corner with some Irish rose. Mama's hanging down with God only knows. My head's cracking open, can't blow my nose. Grandpappy's passed out in his Sunday clothes. Baby's screaming in the kitchen, driving me insane. She got this girl running through her brain. We got hydrochloric acid and red phosphate, pseudoephedrine from the Sunshine State. No lean cuisine, we're just shaking bait. We got little girls lining up, giving it away. All for a ride on that nothing train. They got these girls running through their brain. What don't kill me now is gonna kill me in the end. Amen. I'm never sleeping again, never sleeping again. I'm running with the white devil into the wind. The only thing better than playing to win is playing to lose, and it's a goddamn sin. But tomorrow's 3 or 4 days away. I got Dixie crystals running through my brain. Yeah, tomorrow's 3 or 4 days away. I got Dixie crystals running through my brain. Thank you. All right. You guys like it dark, huh? All right. Well, fine. If you insist, I'll play another one like that. This song is this is, my wife, she normally is quite tolerant of me and, in all fashions, and usually quite tolerant of my songs that I'm like, hey, check this out. It's one of the first ones I played her, and she was like, I don't know, man, it's pretty rough. But now it's your favorite song, so I just, you just keep going at it, and you can win anybody over, I think that's the first point in the Stalker's Manifesto too. It's just, don't give up, whatever you do. It's just, Jesus, a lot of restraining orders have been started with that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. This song is my personal meditation on that there are only two kinds of people in the world. Those who pick up hitchhikers and think of the ways they could murder or be murdered by those hitchhikers. And liars. She said, Jesus Christ, thank God you stopped. Think I can get her right. I've been out here since forever. I told her, come on and get inside. We sat there for a second. I asked her which way we should go. She said, I don't care where you point this thing. Just get me out of Tupelo. And she said, you must be a Christian. You seem like a good man. I said, I don't believe I'm either, but we're all doing what we can. It was cold as hell outside that night. The street was lined with snow. It was Christmas Eve somewhere else, but not down in Tupelo. She said her daddy died in Memphis, went out like the king, naked face down on a bathroom floor, probably never even felt a thing. As she smoked down her last cigarette, I felt that darkness grow. She said, I never knew it got so cold down there in Tupelo. Tupelo. I watched her eyes roll over white in a tangled seatbelt spider web and a blue-green dashboard light. Seems like everywhere you turn, your back's against the wall. Hell, if I could live again, might not even live at all. Dumped the clothes behind a truck stop off of Highway 45. The snow was coming down so thick that it was hard to even drive. Some things you choose all by yourself, and some things they choose you. I guess it wasn't Memphis, but it was gonna have to do. We come into the world of screaming, and that's how most of us will go. I turned that car around, I'm heading back down to Tupelo. Tupelo. All right, I'm gonna play one more song. Thank you all the fine people playing and hosting this thing. This is really traveled on the road with a baby. It was our baby. It's okay. It took a lot. It takes a lot longer. So glad we got here in time. This is a really nice way to spend a day. Any Guy Clark fans out there in the audience? Cool. This song is for y'all. I never met Guy, but one of the reasons I moved to Nashville is because I knew Guy Clark lived there, and I was like, well, it's good enough for Guy Clark. I'm pretty sure it's good enough for Ben Delacour. But he had this story where, well, there was a story going around. The guy had this broken fiddle in his basement, and this guy asked him, he's like, hey, Guy, what's the deal with this fiddle? And he says, oh, man, I had this in here for decades, and I keep it down here to remind me never to break a musical instrument. And I thought, well, it's as good advice as any, So, yeah, kind of wrote a song around that. Most of the song took me about 2 days, and the middle part took me about 9 months. There's an old fiddle in pieces hanging up on Guy Clark's wall, broken 40 years ago for reasons unrecalled. He still keeps it up there so he remembers when he destroyed something that'll never be whole again. Breaking things is easy, repairing them's a bit. And in the end, not everything is wanting to be fixed. Hearts are made of softer things, not just wire and wood. And sometimes when they're broken, they stay that way for good. Bodies fail, cities fall into the sea. With every turn we take, we taunt catastrophe. But every day I wake to find the dawn unmoved, and then I become all the things I won't make whole again. There's a photograph I keep inside my guitar case, and though it's frayed and faded, I can still make out her face. But I still keep it in there, so I remember when I destroyed something that'll never be whole again. Bodies fail, cities fall into into the sea. With every turn we take, we taunt catastrophe. But every day I wake to find the dawn unmoved, and then I become all the things I won't make whole again. Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Ben de la Cour. First time on the show, but I guarantee you he will be back again. Yeah. Support for Radio Live comes from Synovus Bank, the bank of here, helping people turn their ideas into business realities. Information is available online at synovus.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Also want to thank the Hilton Pensacola Beach, providing accommodations for our artists. Sometimes I think that may be the main reason they want to come back. Perhaps Beth can enlighten us on that. Once again, Beth Wood.
So lucky that I get to do what I love, and I get to go around to so many beautiful places like this. And this next song was inspired by one of those places. I have a friend who has a houseboat in the San Francisco area, and I got to spend about a week on his houseboat by myself. It was like my own little writer's retreat. It was so peaceful and beautiful. But after like 4 or 5 days there by myself, things started getting a little squirrely. I started missing all my people back home, you know. And then one day I realized I'm really lucky to have people to miss. So this is my song from that trip. It's called California. San Francisco is a lady who's waiting. She is dressed up for the Friday night dance. Remember when we came here, 2 teenage runaways, just 16 years old, we were looking for a chance to be free, but we got lonely for our families, and after just one night we went home like they knew we would. California, California, oh, we never knew lonely could feel so good. Doesn't a day go by I'm not lonesome for someone? I guess I was just made for looking back. But everyone I ever loved gave me something precious. So I got this heart full of jewels, and I can feel the joy in that. And I feel free. I see diamonds on the water shining at night, and the mercy of a sun rising in a neighborhood. California, California, oh, I never knew lonely could feel so good. And the weight of the world is a heavy load. Sometimes you just leave it by the side of the road, 'cause you have everything you need. You have everything you need. And you would not change a thing even if you could. California, California, oh, I never knew lonely could feel so good. California, California, I never knew lonely could feel so good. It feels good. In San Francisco, there's a lady who's waiting. She is dressed up for the Friday night dance. Thank you. Thank you so much. I grew up in a little town called Lubbock, Texas. People don't usually clap when you say Lubbock, so it's cool, y'all. Don't worry about it. I live in Portland, Oregon now, and I love it up there. My dad likes to say that Portland is just like Lubbock. Except it has trees. And liberals. So when I was about 14 years old, my parents and my friends' parents decided to let us go on a backpacking trip unsupervised. It was amazing. It was one of my favorite memories from growing up. And I was out under the stars recently, and it reminded me of that trip. And I was thinking about that feeling that we had, out there on our own under the stars. We felt like anything was possible. And we could do anything. And that 14-year-old kid didn't realize that that feeling doesn't stay with you always. Jenny, I remembered something we have lost. Without knowing we have folded in the losing. Without feeling we absorbed the cost. And we carried on as if it were our choosing. Past the fields of cotton burning in the sun, and the mesa chalk with shades of red and rust, where the horses grazed inside when the day was done, and the night became a blanket for the two of us. Diamond stars, window sky, mother moon, what we shared there in the silence, gone too soon. To a tender heart the world can be unkind. Thunder rolling like a train come off the tracks. So you run to the first shelter you can find. Tuck into yourself with the raging storm at your back. Diamond stars, window sky, mother moon, what we share there in the silence, gone too soon. And Jenny, I am sorry, I don't know where I went. My leaving never was what I meant. you can hear me now, would you please show me a sign? I will keep my eye out on the setting sun, and I will carry the memory in the meantime of quiet animals at dusk, moon on the horizon. Stars, window sky, mother moon, what we share there in the silence, gone. What we share there in the silence, gone too soon. Thank you. Well, this is a hopeful song about digging yourself out of a deep, deep hole. I don't have any personal experience with this, but I've done some research on the internet. Digging for diamonds, searching for gold, down in the belly of the earth where the light won't go. The silence here's so heavy I can't breathe. There's a mile between you up there and me down underneath. So shine a light and throw a rope, 'cause I could use a little hope. No, I'm not looking for a hero, but sometimes it's a long, hard climb just to get to zero. Hey, yeah. Scratching the surface, I disappear down in the belly of the place where I face my fear, tethered to my sketchy memory. There's a little bird singing out, won't you set me free? So shine a light and throw a rope, 'cause I could use a little hope. Now I ain't looking for a hero, but sometimes it's a long, hard climb just to get to zero. Hey, yeah. When I finally see the sky, Lord have mercy, mercy on my eyes. So shine a light and throw a rope, 'cause I could use a little hope. Now I ain't looking for a hero, but sometimes it's a long, hard climb. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's a long, hard climb. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes it's a long, hard climb just to get to zero. I'm gonna get there. Yes, I'm gonna get there.
Beth Wood, yeah. Should have saved your train song for this last set. You're listening to Radio Live. We do this the first Thursday of every month down here in the Museum of Commerce. We do it live, and then we rebroadcast previous programs during the rest of the month on the other Thursday nights. So if you want to be a part of the show, you need to come down here. But even more important, you need to go online at wuwf.org and buy your tickets in advance so you'll be sure you have a place to sit when you get down here. Once again, you guys have been a great audience tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The audience, the artists totally appreciate it. And we're going to wrap things up tonight with one more set from our friends, the Arcadian Wild.
Dance all around it with every word but goodbye. And you keep me guessing and tangled up in your lies. I know that we don't have a chance, so baby, let go of my hand. Don't try to save me, just let my heart go down in flames. Burn down the memory till nothing but ashes remain. If you're gonna do this, then do it. Please don't hold back. Hurt me bad. Find myself wondering why. Always returning to search at the scene of the crime. The damage is already done. Pour more fuel on the fire just for fun. Don't try to save me, just let my heart go down. Burn down the memory till nothing but ashes remain. If you're gonna do this, then do it. Please don't hold back. Hurt me bad. Just let my heart go down in flames. Burn down the memory till nothing but ashes remain. If you're gonna do this, then do it. And please don't hold back. Hurt me bad. Ooh.
as Pat mentioned before, we got to come to Pensacola the first time last summer to play a house show at Lindsay Meyer's house, and it was just so fun. And it's wonderful to come back and for the audience to grow. It's really, really nice. So so thank you guys. Thank you for being here and spending your Thursday evening with us. So. We've learned that the less we talk, the better things go. So we're just gonna keep playing.
This next one is an instrumental tune.
You're my lady, like not to leave. Tell me, am I still the one you're thinking of? Never have I known another to which I compare. Lately I'm lonely if I lose your love.
The Arcadian Wild. Yeah. Woo. Just a reminder, I mentioned it before the show started tonight. They are performing tomorrow night, just up the street, at the Rex Theater, a benefit for the Pace High School Choir. Information is available over there at our merchandise table, so you have a chance to see them again tomorrow before they leave town. Well, all good things must come to an end, and this was a good one tonight, wasn't it? Our artists, thanks to our artists. Amazing, amazing performances. Radio Live is a production of WUWF Public Media at the University of West Florida. Our technical director is Dale Regal. Our broadcast mix master tonight is Joe Vincenza. Our house sound is engineered by Tom Skinner. Master control this evening is being masterly controlled by Bob Barrett. Our videographers are Teresa Clark, Corbin McCoy, and Chuck Dunlap. Our video director is Quentin Williams. Our house managers are Trish Allison and Lindsay Myers. Our stage manager, who keeps the train on time, and everybody's favorite Jewish mother, Enid Siskin. This is Pat Crawford reminding you to keep your mind on your driving, your heart on the coast, and your dial on public radio. Good night, everyone. Safe travels.